Hello everyone, welcome to the IABHK Measurement Fuel Stop video series. My name is Chris, Data Marketing Director at Omnicom Media Group, Hong Kong. Today I'm excited to share some insights on how Gen AI can enhance marketing operation efficiency. So here's what we're going to cover today. So we'll first do a brief introduction of what generative AI is and what are the common types of generative AI. Then we will also go through what are the recent advancements in generative AI and what are the ways to access generative AI technologies for individuals and enterprise. Lastly, I will share some real-life examples of how we can apply Gen AI in areas like creative analysis, analytics, search, and social listening. Generative AI is a subset of AI that focus on creating new content. Unlike traditional AI, which often analyze or predicts based on existing data, Gen AI actively create new data and content. It works by evaluate the probability of different response based on its training and selects the most likely appropriate response to a given prompt. Generative AI comes in various forms, each specializing in different types of content creation. For text generation, it basically generates text from text instructions. It works by predicting the next most likely word based on patterns learned from training data. For image generation, it helps to create images from text description. And it works by learning patterns from millions of image and text pairs and gradually building image pixel by pixel. Audio generation basically generates sounds from text instructions based on learned audio patterns. As for code generation, it assists developers by automating coding tasks. So all these use deep learning and large data set to learn patterns and generate relevant content. One of the most significant recent development in Gen AI is multimodal AI. It is a new type of Gen AI that can integrate and leverage multiple types of data such as text, image, audio, and video at the same time and generate response in multiple forms to create more comprehensive, versatile, and engaging application. So why it is a big advancement? It basically makes AI more human-like in its ability to process multiple type of information, leading to smarter and more flexible response. It can understand more complex situations better than single model AI. So for example, you can take a photo of a plate of cookies and ask for a recipe, and AI will basically generate a recipe as a response. There are many ways to access generative AI technology, but in general, there are two types. So you have these consumer-facing tools that is designed for individual users. They are suitable for everyday information search tasks, and usually they offer a user-friendly interface without any specialized technical skills. And they can be accessed via web or app chatbot like POE or embedded in tools such as Microsoft Office like Copilot. Then you have these enterprise Gen AI solutions, which is catered to businesses. They offer robust, scalable, and customizable AI capabilities. They usually have seamless integration with existing enterprise systems. They are suitable for complex and large-scale application. And they usually can be connected via API connections. However, this kind of solution require technical expertise for setup. Within Omnicom Media Group, we are already using some of the technologies, such as we are using it to enhance and streamline social listening reporting, and we are already using it to analyze ad creative for ad classification. And on the side, we are already developing ways to automate search ad copywriting, and also looking into conversational analytics, which means we want to empower average user to ask questions about the data using natural language. So here's an example on how we can use generative AI to enhance our competitive reporting. Traditionally, competitor creative analysis were done manually, especially when it comes to we need to label each competitor's creative. For example, like branding campaign versus conversion campaign. With generative AI, it basically eliminates the need for manual review, which help us to speed up the process. It can also accept multiple type of data, allowing us to tailor the analysis to the specific needs and objective. It can also be fully automated via API connection, which streamline the whole reporting efforts. The example on the right shows how Gen AI can do analysis for each of the creative and do a quick creative analysis. It actually gives us the overall creative strategy and also what are the content and communication directions. Key thing to note is its ability to read different language, in this case Chinese and English. Here's an example on its application in social listening. Challenge with pure keyword-based social listening is that it cannot understand the context of social conversation, which often leads to misleading results. And it's very difficult for analysts to process large amount of text data. With generative AI, it is very good at interpreting nuance and context that traditional methods might miss, providing a deeper understanding of consumer sentiment towards a brand or product. It can understand slang, emoji, irony, and sarcasm, which are common in social media communication and often a challenge for traditional sentiment analysis. And also, it can quickly summarize large amount of data and visualize results in an interactive dashboard. So here's a quick deep dive on how Gen AI can go beyond keyword-based approach for more accurate results. So in this case, the user have a positive sentiment towards brand A and negative sentiment towards brand B. However, using the traditional keyword approach, since there are 2 positive keywords and 2 negative keywords detected, it will consider it as a neutral comment. On the other hand, Gen AI will be able to give us a more accurate result. So here's another real-life example. We basically leverage Gen AI to analyze social conversation that is related to the Magrido launch. Key thing to note is we have a quick turnaround time, which by the time it launched, after 8 hours, we already get all the social listening analyze results from Gen AI. It can also allow users to ask specific questions on data to monitor operation issues. In our case, our client would really want to know what are the operation issues that the social media users raised. So we have used Gen AI to do a quick summarization of all these comments. Last but not least, it allows us to accurately analyze consumer sentiment for this particular launch. So here's another example where we have built an automated social intelligence hub for Mead Johnson, which is also powered by Gen AI. The tool help them to support their creative strategy as well as future product development. Here's another use case that will be very useful for media agents in the future. It basically leverages Gen AI to automate search ad copy creation. It works by inputting example keywords and ads from previous campaign, and also it requires user to give a list of new keywords and also other requirements such as brand guidelines. Then the tool will automatically generate search ad copies, which save a lot of time and resources for the media agencies. Access to data-driven insights is crucial, but traditional analytics tool can be complex and intimidating. Conversational analytics allow user to query data in natural language and receive AI generative insights. It helps to democratize data analysis, which empowers all the team members to be able to understand data. And it also reduces the dependency on data analysts. As we look to the future, generative AI is expected to bring significant change to marketing operation. It will help us to enhance efficiency and productivity by having automation on routine tasks and content creation process. It also allows us to focus more on strategic planning and creativity. It will help us to do personalization at scale. It has the ability to create highly tailored content for a very diverse audience segments. It also allows us to do quick adaptation of campaigns based on consumer interaction and feedback. However, companies will still need to adapt to these new changes by bringing in AI specialists and prompt engineers in the future, which allow them to operate and understand the full potential of generative AI. Last but not least, it is expected we need to address issues of data privacy, bias, and transparency in these AI applications. And we need to make sure that we need to stay compliant with the evolving laws and regulation governing AI use in marketing. Thank you very much for your time and attention. I hope this presentation has provided you valuable insights into how you can use Gen AI in your day-to-day work. If you have any questions or would like to explore more, please feel free to reach out. Thank you very much.